In this video clip, I'm going to explain how the size of the project can affect the unit cost of a project. So this is also a good way to perform your early estimate using the unit cost. This approach is slightly different than weighted average unit cost. As we all know, if we try to buy a bulk of a material or some other things in bulk, you may expect the unit cost would be a little lower than you buy in a small amount. So in this exercise, we are going to see this kind of effect of the unit cost versus the size. Previous projects are always a good source for us to go about our cost estimate for a proposed project. So in this example, we've got 5 different projects and the total cost for each of those projects and the sizes for each project. With the total cost and size information, we should be able to calculate the unit cost for each project. So those are the unit costs for each project. So how does this look like graphically? So we try to plot the size of the previous projects and the unit cost for each of those projects in an XY coordinate system. So this is the coordinate system. We're going to plot those unit costs. So I'm not going to plot it manually for the sake of time. You guys can plot those different dots in this coordinate system. The x coordinate is indicates size of the project. The y-axis indicates the unit cost. This will be the result of the unit cost versus size graphically. And of course, we can plot a regression line to this to those plots. You guys can actually do this equation in your Excel spreadsheet. So this will be the kind of the relationship between the unit cost and your size. So y represents the unit cost and x represents the size of or the unit of the project. So we've got one of those equations. So in order to estimate the unit cost for different size of the project, we can simply plug in the corresponding number of the size of the project, and we get the unit cost. And the unit cost times the size, eventually we will get the total project cost estimate. So you may wonder, can we use this equation to estimate all different sizes of projects? So this is one of the limitations about regression models. You can only estimate the cost of the project which fall into the size range encapped by your data. So for instance, in this case, we can only use this equation to estimate the project which has a size between 60 to 190 units. You can not use this equation to estimate a project that has a size of 250 or the project has a size less than 60. So never ever extrapolate, because you don't really know the behavior of the model outside of this range. So you can only use this method for interpolation. Okay, I think that's it for today's lecture, and make sure you at least at the end of this lecture you need to know 4 different types of cost estimate, including order of magnitude, square footage, assembly systems, and unit price. And the estimate accuracy increases with the time as more details about project becomes available. Estimating is not a one-time activity. It is always iterative. previous projects could be a good source for you to prepare your unit cost estimate. For the last regression model we mentioned, it is okay to interpolate within the range of the data, but never ever extrapolate outside of the range. That's it for today, and you guys have a great day. I'll see you guys on Wednesday.